In this episode, I talk about treating patients with pain, trying out new restaurants, and spending quality time with my wife. Hi, I'm Jeffrey, physical therapist for 6 years, and welcome to Life of a Taiwanese PT living in Houston. Earlier in the week, I had an evaluation which was a chronic pain evaluation, even though we don't typically see strictly pain. If a patient has more pain associated with their neurodiagnosis or neurohistory, then we can most definitely see them. But if their pain is more orthopedic in nature, then we usually refer to an ortho clinic. Sometimes it can also depend on how much one-on-one time the patient needs. So if they do need that one-on-one, then they usually come see us. But if they're able to be seen along with other patients, then they can go to the typical outpatient where sometimes they see 2 or 3 patients at once. With the pain patients, I'm usually doing a lot of pain education, especially early on, to have them have a better understanding of their pain and have them make sense of their pain a little bit better, even though pain is complex, as we all know. I try to get them to see that pain a lot of times is more of a sensitivity issue rather than structural damage. So if a certain movement a patient is more sensitive to, then they'll feel some kind of discomfort or pain, but it doesn't mean that they're harming the body even more. Many times you can move and still exercise with pain, and that doesn't delay recovery or produce any worse outcomes. When patients can better understand their pain, they usually have a better chance of coping with their pain and have better strategies in coping, and that is called pain self-efficacy. I always try to figure out what their personal goals are and what matters to them the most. And my goal is to get them back to that and have them be more independent. On Thursdays, the first hour, we usually have some kind of meeting, and this past month has been all in preparation for the transition to Epic. Epic goes live on October 5th, which is definitely coming up. So people are scrambling. We're trying to make sure we have enough training before it completely changes the whole documentation system. This week for meal prep, my wife prepped curry ground turkey with some cucumbers, and this is one of our staples. I'm usually the one cooking a lot of ground turkey, and my wife's sick of the taste, so she kind of added curry to the ground turkey one time, and it completely changed the game. It makes it taste a lot better. So if you guys haven't tried it before, give it a try. Just got off work. It's Friday, so I usually leave a little bit earlier, but today was even easier. I had one opening and a block for documentation, so I got to eat my lunch early. Now I get to go home, relax, and I'm gonna hit a workout. Now let's get into the weekend recap. And to start it off, Friday I got off earlier, so I was able to hit a push workout at the gym. And then after that, my wife and I went to try this new Middle Eastern restaurant called Kebab Shack. They grill the food fresh after you order. Oh, this is really good. I got the chicken kebab. My wife got the lamb kebab. Shout out to Austin. After dinner, we walked around the mall nearby, and I was actually thinking about getting the iPhone 16 Pro Max. They didn't have the color that I wanted. I wanted the natural titanium, not the desert titanium, so I didn't get it, but I'll wait a couple more weeks until they're in stock. I currently have the iPhone 13 Pro Max, which isn't bad, but after 3 years, I do usually try to trade it in to get some kind of value and upgrade my camera quality, which is always good since I'm vlogging more. Saturday morning, I went to get a car inspection. And apparently, I think this is the last year that we need to do that in Texas. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. My wife and I's 7-year anniversary is coming up, and she got me new shoes. These new all-white on-cloud shoes. And I like all-white shoes, even though they're hard to keep clean. And they got the easy lace system, so I don't even gotta tie my shoes, which is what I love. But let's try these out. These are my first pair of on clouds. They feel very light How do they look? What do you guys think? Let me know. I wore them around this whole weekend and it felt like I was walking on clouds. Saturday for lunch, we went to this French restaurant called Étoile. I think that's how you pronounce it. But they had amazing food. We went for Houston Restaurant Week, where part of the proceeds go to the Houston food banks, and they have certain menus and combinations of appetizers, entrees, and dessert that you can get. We're about to try some French food.
French food.
It was kind of like a nice little lunch date, so it's still very important to go on these dates even after you're married. Afterwards, we passed by Chinatown and we got some boba. There's these little chairs in this boba shop. Oh my god. My patients wouldn't be able to get up from here. And then we went to Teso Life to look for a new Smitsky for myself, but man, it was sad. They didn't have any, so my wife ended up getting her Lulu the pig figurines, 2 of them, of the new series that she wanted. So I'm glad one of us was happy. Saturday night, we got Bat Bento, and I won't even count how many times I've had it this month. And I'm gonna drink more of the Kyoto lemonade from last video. It was good. And my wife's soup. And then that night, I went to play pickleball with Henry, and we played some ones, and then the older couple in the court next to us asked if we wanted to play some doubles. Okay. Yeah, that's right.
We still have this sport. You have this sport.
Yeah, we got this sport too.
We got this sport.
Okay. I'm glad there was no footage of what happened because they completely destroyed us. The elder guy was super good. He had a lot of experience and he was placing the ball wherever he wanted. He was covering for his wife, and me and Henry had no answers, straight up. Sunday morning, we did our usual grocery run at HEB. HEB run, and we got the best spot in the lot. I find this funny, but the barcode is shaped like a chicken.
Let's look for candy while we're at it.
We're buying some baskets to put the candy in. I'll check out my shirt, link in the description. And this is our grocery haul. We got quite a bit of stuff this week. I needed some new Scrub Daddy for cleaning the sink. We got a quick, simple meal for Sunday lunch. Corn from air fryer, rotisserie chicken, instant mashed potatoes. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's vlog, and thanks for watching. If you guys made it this far, give this video a thumbs up. Click here to watch last week's vlog where I talk about how I used to worry about things that don't even matter.